Hey y'all, welcome back to Papa Creek Farm. I am heading out to the garden this afternoon. It is a steamy one. It's in the upper 80s, real feels in the 90s. So it is toasty warm, but I had work this morning. So I figured this afternoon I would walk in the garden and just see if there's anything harvestable. The onions are getting very close. They're starting to look kind of wilty. That's exciting. We harvested a bunch of beets the other day. They're actually in my fridge still, and I'm going to cook them up tomorrow for dinner. Let's see if there's any more squash. We got some squash the other day. I got a couple. It looks like it's no good. I'm gonna pull it off so the plant doesn't waste its energy on that. That's supposed to be a Haifa's finest zucchini, but it's very squishy. And not like a normal squash squishy, like squishy. I don't see any other ones. There's lots of blossoms though. There's a yellow squash that'll be ready. Ouch. Another day or two. Tromboncino squash are coming in hot. Lots of them on the vines, but nothing harvestable yet. Peas are struggling big time. I'm probably gonna pull them out in another couple days. They just look pitiful. Tomorrow we are supposed to get the remnants of Hurricane Beryl or Tropical Storm Beryl, whatever you want to call it. It was a hurricane. I just picked chamomile like 2 days ago. Holy chamomile. Like, I freaking love it. And if you guys have never grown chamomile, it smells just amazing. It is the sweetest, most beautiful smell ever. I love it. These Kajari melons are just looking pitiful. Like, they're just like shriveling up. There's a couple, I mean, there's some with blossoms, so we'll see, but they just look really sad. Ooh, I see some nata pinos. They're not ready yet, but that's exciting. There's actually a good amount of them. Ooh, I see lots of yellow beans, so we are gonna go pick beans. Let me check the cucumbers real quick, and then I'm gonna come over and check beans. You can see all the yellow. We came out here the other day and picked beans. The yellow beans, there was like a couple that were ready, but most of them were the green beans that were ready. Okay, and this bed is all weeds. It was supposed to be flowers, and they all just went right to, or they all didn't germinate pretty much. Oh, there's one that's really pretty. I don't know if that's actually something I planted, but we're gonna look. But there's a volunteer tomato, and it's got a baby tomato on it. I keep trying to get these cucumbers to train up the vine, or up the trellis, and they just keep wanting to fall down. But I got them all up again. We'll see. The ones on the end are doing good, staying up. And some of these are starting to finally. All right, guys, tell me if this is a weed or a flower that I planted. I'm not sure. I planted in a bunch of random flower seeds in this bed, and I don't remember what they all were. I don't know if that's something I planted or if it's just a weed, but it's very pretty. According to my phone, you know, with iPhones you can take a picture and it'll give you like a plant ID. It says it's cow herb. I have no idea if that's actually what that is. I don't think I planted anything like that, but guys, this eggplant just does not like me. Look at all those flea beetles. It's gonna die. This thing is not gonna live. It is what it is. All right, let's harvest some beans, because holy moly, there's a bunch of them. I'm so excited the yellow beans are ready. These are like my favorite. Speaking of which, these are Gold Rush beans from Fruition Seeds. Fruition Seeds is no longer selling seeds. What the heck? I don't totally know what led to this decision, but they're not selling seeds anymore. I'm so sad because these are my favorite. They also sell the zucchini that I love. What the heck? I don't order a ton of seeds from them. Just I like varieties that they don't have. But those two I always buy from them. I'm so sad. If there's all these yellow beans, there's a bunch of green beans too. So I'm gonna have to go to that side next. It's so hot. I've got dragon tongue bush beans in the middle of this row, and they're not ready yet. There's beans on them, but they're not ready yet, so I don't have to worry about those. quite yet. Whoa, bunch of them. Guys, it is so hot. It is so hot. My hair's up because I just can't. It's just too hot. But one thing I enjoy about the garden is, although there is absolutely burden in abundance, I didn't realize there were this many beans out here. I mean, I almost have a full basket already, and I haven't even gotten through a quarter of the green beans. So I am overwhelmed with abundance, but in the best way possible. But there's so much pride, especially when you get to this point, when you are finally at the point of harvesting. You know, the garden is so much work, and it's so much work before you get any amount of reward. It is so much work before you are harvesting anything. Any seed you are putting in the ground takes time. It takes time to grow, develop a root system, blossom, and then finally produce. It is such a slow process. This is real slow food right here. But when you finally start harvesting, the amount of pride and feeling of accomplishment that comes with it is just overwhelmingly incredible. You can't put it into words until you've done it, until you've really put in that work and then seen it come to fruition and felt what it felt like to have such abundance. I mean, this is so much food and so much abundance for, yes, a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, but it's so worth it. And this right here, this abundance makes all that hard work that I've put in over months worth it. It makes you realize how worth it this really is, how worth it this lifestyle is, how worth it is to put the seed in the ground, put it in the dirt, do the weeding, do the watering, do the maintenance, because then you get this abundance, this beautiful, beautiful abundance. Guys, I did not expect this. I did not expect this many beans today, but I'm here for it. Now, that doesn't mean that I have to get my canner out, my pressure canner, because I didn't expect or plan on having to pressure can anytime super soon. But I am overwhelmed with, happiness and thankfulness that is what my garden has provided me. If you guys know, if you guys have been here a while or followed me or seen any of my old videos, you guys would know that the past couple of years in my garden have been really, really tough. I've struggled with weeds. I've struggled with things not germinating, and just overwhelmed, truly just overwhelmed. I was doing multiple markets a week, working still, having my kids home with me. It was just too much. And I did not get to enjoy my garden or appreciate the abundance or even really have much in the way of abundance, although beans do typically produce well for me, and I did get a lot of beans last year. Still, my garden did not produce for me the way it is this year. And I feel like it's such a redemption year. Like, this is my redemption garden. This is the garden that is providing for me and that I am getting to truly provide for. And I am so here for it. And I'm so excited and so thankful and so happy. And if you guys see behind me, my giant sunflower, my one that's taller than me, opened up the other morning. And it is so beautiful. And I am just so thankful. I just feel such, overwhelm but like with happiness and joy, and I'm very thankful this year for my garden and for how much it's producing for me. We're gonna get such an abundant harvest this year. So much food. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Remember, we're going today for a better tomorrow. Please like and subscribe and join me on the next one.